Good morning. Thank you for joining me to watch this video. I'm Erin Hudson at Vibrations Yoga, and hopefully this is going to be the first successful online video created. Let's go ahead and start on our backs today. I just want you to find a reclined butterfly position. So we're going to go all the way to your back and have the soles of your feet together, touching. We're just going to let the knees gently fall open. Go ahead and close your eyes and bring your right hand onto your belly, left hand onto your heart. We're just going to start taking some deep breaths in and out through your nose. As you take some deep breaths, just give some thought to allowing the muscles across your forehead and around your eyes to relax. Relax jaw. Relax tongue. Heavy shoulders. And release the belly. You're going to breathe so deep that the belly rises on your inhales. And the belly falls on your exhales. All the awareness to how the breath feels leaving the body and re-entering the body. Take one more expansive breath in. Big breath out. Go ahead and allow your hands to come out into a low V, palms will face upward. On an inhale, we're going to bring the knees up towards one another. Flatten the feet to the mat. We'll adjust your back a little bit so it's flat to the mat as well. And we're going to windshield wiper your knees slowly side to side. And as you do that, keep your attention on the depth of your breath. It's a slow sway of the knees side to side. We're going to bring the knees upright, walk them in towards your rear, your feet flat. Let's go ahead and keep the left foot to the mat. We're going to extend your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Well, first you're going to draw some circles with that right foot moving through your ankle. Still with breath. Let's rotate the foot the other direction. Stop moving in the ankle, and you're going to point your toes and draw some slow circles with your legs. So like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with your foot. The circle doesn't have to be big. We want the hips to stay on the mat. We're just moving up into your hip joint. It's a slow circular movement. If you feel your hips are rocking to where they're not staying on the mat, then just make your circle smaller. Good, let's take a few the other way. one more circle. And as you bring the foot up tall, we're going to bend the knee and just grab the outside edge of your foot, just like a half of a happy baby. And you go ahead and release it. Bring your right foot to the mat. Flatten your spine again. If it's arched up, we'll send the left leg up. Go ahead, roll that ankle out, circling the foot. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And some the other direction. Stop circling the foot. Go ahead, point your foot up, and we'll draw some circles on the ceiling with this foot. Again, keeping your hips on the mat. Nice, deep breaths. And we'll circle out the other direction. And we'll finish that circle. Go ahead, bend your knee, grab that foot, half happy baby on this side. Just giving that knee a little nudge down towards the ground, open the hip up. Go ahead and release that foot. We'll bring it to the mat. We'll let those knees take a few more little sways side to side. Bring the feet nice and flat, walk them in towards your rear again. We're just going to flow bridge a few times with breath. So think about keeping your knees and feet hip distance apart. I'm going to start with your spine nice and flat to the mat. And you're going to tuck in your low belly so that the tailbone can lift first. We're not going to worry about going high. We're just going to take a slow inhale, lifting tailbone first all the way up towards your shoulders. Exhale down, shoulders down towards your tailbone. Just a slow lifting and lowering, matching the length of your movement to the length of the inhale or exhale. Let's do a couple more. Again, slow inhale as you lift up. Slow exhale to lower down. This time when your back finds the mat, just go ahead and keep the back there. You're going to bring the knees in towards your chest. Just take a gentle squeeze. If it's comfortable, you can rock side to side. We're going to send the feet up. You can cross your ankles. We're going to lift the shoulders off the mat. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, just swing up, landing in a seat. We're going to take some, I'm going to face you, but you can stay facing forward. I'm going to take some breaths side to side. So tall back inhale, reach overhead. And then we're going to exhale, reach over to either side. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, reach over to the opposite side. So we'll just do this with breath. Again, reaching high for a breath in. Exhaling, reaching over. You want to make sure your hips stay connected to the mat. If you start to lift one side off the mat, you've just gone a little too far. Next time you reach over to this side, let's hold there. Stay with your breath nice and deep. Let's take a breath in, sweep up. And exhale to the opposite side and hold. Just hold your body, don't hold your breath. Take a breath, come up. As you exhale, big circles with your wrists all the way down. So moving those hands. Inhale, reach overhead again. Exhale, circle your wrist down. One more time, big breath, reach up. And circle out all the way down. I'm going to open the shoulders a little bit. We're going to take a breath and reach up. Let's exhale down, goddess arms. So you want your elbows in line with your shoulders. I'm going to take a breath in, open back, make sure your back's nice and tall. On your exhale, I want you to press your forearms together, or as close as you can. Inhale, open, broaden the chest. Exhale, close, broaden the upper back. Just a few more rounds of breath. This time we'll keep the arms touching. Next inhale, reach up, palms stay together. Exhale, elbows touch down. Inhale up, palms stay touched. Exhale, pull down, elbows together. Let's do 3 more. Maybe the music will come back. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Inhale up. Now we're going to open the arms wide. Go ahead and reach down. Breath sweep up. Now we're going to take a twist to the right. So open the arms, touch the fingers down. Inhale up, tall back. Twist the other way. Inhale, reach up. Go back to your right. Bring the hands down. Left hand can come across your right knee, or opposite if you went the other side. And if your neck allows, you can gently gaze over your back shoulder. Keep breathing. Go ahead, take a breath, come up. Exhale to your left. Inhale up. Out to the right. Inhale up again. Twist to the left and hold. Look over your back shoulder again if your neck feels safe to do so. Take a breath in, recheck. We're going to go into tabletop. If your legs are crossed, you might try to just roll forward and see if you can come up over the legs. I'm going to get back on my mat this way. You can get there any way you need to. Once you get to tabletop, we're going to get a nice flat back. We're going to alternate reaching opposite limbs. So on an inhale, let's reach your right arm forward, left arm back. And a slow exhale, release down. Just playing with stability and warming up that core. Opposite, left arm, right leg, inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach, right arm, left leg. Back stays flat, exhale down. And just keep alternating, moving at your pace. Trying to move with breath. And we're trying to keep the middle line steady. So if you feel like you're wobbling or swaying to either side, try and bring it back so the middle of your body feels nice and still. I'm going to do one more each side. Good. Now we're going to take a breath forward to cow. So inhale, lift the chin and chest, belly pulls down. Exhale, round your spine up, pull your belly in tight. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. You can stay with this movement or add a little shift of your weight. So you can inhale, cow, gently rock forward, a little deeper stretch in the wrist. Exhale, cat, push the mat away. So it's just a gentle rock. Let's do one more round of breath. Let's go ahead and look forward. Big breath in. Tuck your toes. You're going to push back to a downward facing dog. Let's alternate bends in your legs, also known as walking the dog. You can just walk it out. You can add a little bounce of your heels. Let's go ahead and lean into one leg. So we're going to straighten one leg, let the other knee bend so we can just get one good stretch on one side. Check in with your breath. If you have space, deepen it. And let's switch our weight over to the other leg. One more breath. Let's come to neutral. Press both heels down. Now I want you to feel your down dog, fingers wide. When you feel like your shoulders are pulled in towards your spine, roll them out and away. Let's take a big breath. Exhale. Let's go ahead and take little steps all the way forward to your hands, meeting in a forward fold. A halfway lift, you'll press into your shins, flatten your spine, and fold. Soft bend in your knees, half lift again, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway again. And fold. Soft bend in the knees, rise all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to your heart. Reach up, inhale. Bend your knees to access your fold. Half lift, breath in. Fold. Connect your hands to the mat or blocks if you can't quite reach. You're going to send your left foot to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. So in this runner's lunge, the blocks are really handy. If you don't have them at home, you can maybe find something similar in height. You're going to bring your right knee upright over your ankle. Always an option to lower that back knee to the mat if you need to modify. We're just going to take a couple breaths. You rock back and forth through that back foot. And you don't want to put a lot of weight into the hands. They're just there to help stabilize you. Let's hold nice and still there. Let's take a breath in. Reach your right arm up. Couple breaths. One more big breath in. Let's exhale that hand down. I want you to carefully shift your weight forward, step back into a fold. Take a half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Sweep up, deep breath, use your knees. Hands to heart, breath out. Reach up, breath in. Fold, exhale. Halfway up. Fold. We're going to use these bricks again if needed. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Finding that runner's lunge. Again, option to modify by dropping that back knee. I'm going to keep some length in the spine, lifting the heart forward. Again, make sure your knee's upright over your ankle. We're just going to rock it out a little bit. Pushing the heel away and lifting it away from the ground. Nice deep breaths. We're going to hold nice and still. Inhale, reach your left arm up this time. Deep breath in. Exhale, that hand down. This time we're not going to step forward, we're going to step it back into a high plank. So you might move the blocks out of the way. Hands to the mat. And in your plank, you want to think about having a nice strong back. You don't want the hips dipping down. If you need to, you can bring the knees down, keeping a long line from your neck down to your tailbone. Take one more deep breath, belly tight. Press back to down dog. Couple deep breaths. And we're going to step it forward again all the way to our hands. Take a half lift breath in. Fold breath out. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Reach up, breath in. Fold breath out. Half lift up, inhale. Fold. I'm going to step that left foot back again, so if you need the blocks, grab them. To the back of the room, or back of the mat rather. Couple breaths. Use that back knee on the mat if you need it. This time we're going to reach straight up. Deep breaths in and out. Big breath. Exhale, reach forward and down. Let's connect the left hand, inhale the right arm open. Nice deep breaths. Next exhale, bring it down. And a step forward to fold. Half lift breath in. Fold breath out. Sweep up, inhale. Hands to heart, let it out. Reach up and back, big breath. Fold, empty out. Half lift again. Fold, grab your blocks if you need them. Right leg's going back. Get set up in that lunge. You can drop the back knee if you like. And we'll come up to our high lunge, reach. Now when you're in these lunges, you always want to make sure that front knee is over your ankle. You also want to lift your back heel away from the mat. You don't want to push down into it. Lift it up so you're nice and active. Let's take one more full breath. Exhale, reach down. We're going to connect your right hand to the mat or your block. Inhale, left arm open. Stay breathing. And again, you don't want all the weight in your hand. You should be able to move it around. It's just there to help balance you. One more inhale. Exhale, that hand down. I'm going to step back to our plank again. Always option to modify by lowering the knees. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths here. Nice exhale, downward dog. Remember to roll the shoulders outward. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's take those little steps forward again. Meet in that fold. Halfway left, inhale. Fold and exhale. Rise up, big breath in. Hands to heart, breath out. Reach up and back. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift again. Go ahead and fold. You're going to step the right leg all the way back. And then we're going to just kind of walk it around. You can take the blocks if you need it. We're going to take a quarter turn. So we're facing long on the mat. I want you to rotate your feet outward about 45 degrees so they point towards the corners of your mat. Little soft bend into the knees. So you're going to kind of dip the hips down. Big breath, reach up. Straighten the legs. Then exhale, open to a 5-point star. So your toes again are wide legs. Toes pointed towards the corners of your mat. I want you to reach up. Arms are going to spread wide. And I want you to create the feeling like you're holding something heavy. Nice and active. And with your legs, I want you to feel like you're trying to slide them together on your mat. You can stay right where you are, but if you want a little more action, it's kind of like really grounding down in to the mat. You can feel some different muscles engage and come alive. Check in with breath. Next inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale down into a goddess squat. As you do this, I want you to really pay attention to your legs. If you look down and your knees like caving in, your knees pointing this way and your foot's that way, you need to bring the knee up. So you want the knees just as wide as the ankles there, upright. If you don't have that range of motion in your hips, then we'll just bring the feet in a little bit and kind of sit it back. Okay? Get into that nice goddess, elbows in line with your shoulders, fingers wide. Let's take a breath and rise up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. One more up. Let's bring it down and hold here. I want you to think about your pelvis. If you feel like you're pushing your butt backwards, tuck it forward. So you're going to pull in the low belly. And think about aiming your tailbone down. Pinch your shoulder blades towards one another. Nice deep breaths. I'm going to go back to that thing we did in the beginning with the arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, press it forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Inhale, open. Press forward, breath out. One more, open. Stay in empty. Inhale, rise up. Go ahead, rotate your feet to face that long edge of your mat. Deep breath. Make sure your knees are not locked out. You're going to fold forward. So you can walk your hands between the legs. You can grab onto your ankles. Nice deep breaths. Let's take about a halfway lift up here. Again, make sure your knees aren't locked out. Going to be lifted about halfway. If you have a block, you might even use that. I want you to think about legs staying still. Your torso is parallel to the ground. You're going to bring the left hand right under your face. No weight in it. It's just there to help guide you. You're going to inhale, reach that right arm open, just twisting through the trunk of your body. just swap your hands out. We're gonna inhale right into the other side. Full breath in. Go ahead, exhale that hand down. And we're gonna just move the blocks just for a moment. We're going to bend into the right knee and extend the left leg. So it's kind of like, I call it a ninja lunge. Some people call it something else. We're gonna wanna bend into this leg. On the heel of the extended leg, toes will point up. If you feel you can be upright, go for it. You can also use these blocks to kind of help you if you can't quite reach the ground. Now to get to the other side, you can do one of two things. We're going to shift over there in a moment. You can use your hands and kind of walk your way over. Okay, so you can just do that little crab walk. If you feel real strong in the legs and balanced, just kind of swoop up and over. So we're just going to rest into the other leg. If you feel you got a good balance there, you can bring the chest up, hands in the heart. Take it back to center, returning to a wide leg fold. So just bring the hands down, rotate your feet forward. Half lift, breath in. Fold and empty. Let go of your head. Just let your head kind of take a yes and no nod. I'm going to take a little trip back to the front of your mat. So as you start walking your hands, just allow the feet to rotate and follow. Step forward into a fold. I'm going to take a half lift up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Half lift again, flatten the spine. Fold. Let's go ahead and keep the blocks where you can reach them. I want you to put all the weight into your right leg. You're just going to drag the left foot back until just your toes like feather touching the mat. Right leg is strong, but I want you to release the knee if it's locked. I'm going to inhale, lifting up into airplane. I want to think about hips facing down. That back heel, just push through it, toes point down. Lift your heart. Big breath in. And exhale into standing splits. So you're going to just reach down either for the mat or blocks. I want the weight in your legs, so your hands are just here to help balance you. Also be aware of that back leg here. It can go higher if the hip lifts, but if you keep the hips facing down, the leg won't go as high. Let's take a breath here and step your feet together into a fold. Let's give a little alternate rocks to the knees. Take a half lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Rise all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Reach up and back. Fold again. Let's go ahead and drag the right foot back so the weight's in your left leg. Right toes can just touch the mat. Strong left leg, knee is not locked. Take it up, airplane. Deep breaths. Give me another inhale. Exhale down to your standing splits. Keep breathing. Take another breath in. Step your your feet together. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Reach up and back. Fold. I'm going to take that left leg back again. Strong right leg. Lift up, airplane again. This time you're going to come up tall, bring that left knee forward in front of you. You can just give it a nice good lift. Or if balance allows, you can wrap your hands around that knee and pull it up. Staying with breath. Inhale again. Exhale it back into airplane. We're going to dive right back to those standing splits. One more breath. Step into a fold. Half lift, flat back. Fold. Inhale to rise up. Hands to heart, breath out. Inhale, reach up and back. Fold, exhale. Let's put the weight in the left leg, right leg slides back. Lift up to your airplane. Start to bring that knee forward. Again, option to just keep that knee lifted or grab around it, pull it up. One more inhale. Exhale to airplane. We're just going to continue to dive down to standing splits. Breath in. Exhale, step into fold. Lift halfway up, flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale. Sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the mat. You can use your hands if you need to, but let's try and cross our legs and just see if we can lower down to a seat without our hands. I'm going to do a little bit of ab work here. Shouldn't need the blocks, but I'm going to come into a boat pose. If you need to modify, you can keep the heels at the mat, hold behind your legs, and have your hands behind you. You just want to be able to find some engagement in the belly, where you can release completely. Shoulders back, full breaths. Feeling nice and strong, can add a little crisscross action for the next few breaths. And let's go ahead and release the feet down, grab your knees, pull up tall. Go ahead and find your way down to your backs again. We'll go to that reclined butterfly that we started in. So the soles of the feet together. Let those knees part. Close your eyes. I just want you to feel your entire body here, your breath, your energy moving. Take a few moments to acknowledge some of your strengths. Giving yourself credit for the things you can do, or for the things that you notice you're improving on. That's all that matters. Tighten the belly as you bring the knees in towards the chest. I just want you to place a hand on each knee. Keeping the knees and feet together, we're just going to take real slow little circles here. Just rubbing your low back into the mat. Right knee for a moment. Let your left foot find the mat. Then you're going to cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh, close to the knee, and keep that right foot flexed. Now you're going to engage the belly as you lift the legs towards you, reclined pigeon. You can either place your right hand on your right knee, left hand on the left foot, and help guide it back, or you can reach all the way through around the left thigh. Gentle rock side to side is optional. And continue to breathe. And also, if this is too much for you, you can keep the foot on the mat, the left foot, and just gently press your right knee away. While you're here, roll out your left ankle. Just give it a little movement. Don't lose your attention to the breath. Let's go ahead, let that side slowly lower. Bring your right foot to the mat. Now bring the left ankle over the top of your right thigh. And again, just starting out, this might be enough if you just gently press the left knee away. Keep that left foot flexed. Or bring the right leg up. Grab around where you can. Just make sure your shoulders and head are rested back. Long, slow breaths. You can roll that right ankle out. Side to side rocking. Let's go ahead and let go of the legs here. Let's take your feet for a happy baby. So the knees, hips and knees are going to be wide. You're going to pull the feet out. And as you have the outside edges of the feet, think about pulling them out and then down. So you're going to drive the knees down towards the floor at the same time. I'm sorry about the intermittent music. We were having some weather outside. If it feels good on your back, you can add a little sway here as well. I don't particularly like how that feels on my back, but some people really enjoy it, so it's up to you. Let's go ahead and fold your left foot in towards the body. We're going to hold on either to the outside edge of that right foot and extend the leg out. If that's too much, you can maybe hold behind your calf and straighten the leg out and give it a little pull back. Now we'll gently fold that right leg in and extend the left leg out. Notice your breathing. And we'll fold that leg in. Let's bring the knees back in towards the center. Take a little rock. We're going to take the arms out in a T shape and let the legs gently fall over to the right. If you feel that's a challenge, you can take one of those blocks and put it under your lower knee or even between the knees. Just a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to relax. Go ahead and engage the belly just so it's safe to bring the knees back up to center. Go ahead and give them a little pull in just to readjust, maybe a little rock. And when you're ready, allow them to drop over to the opposite side, nice and slow, just feel it out. Another deep breath. Let it out. Again, engaging the belly to bring the knees back to center. Just give yourself a big squeeze around those knees. Forehead up towards your knees. And then go ahead and reach out nice and long for Shavasana. Your arms can just kind of fall out to the sides. And give some little adjustments to your body to become more comfortable. I like to kind of walk my shoulder blades in towards one another. Tilt my chin up gently so there's a little opening across the throat. Now take a big full breath in through the nose, let the belly expand. Pause. And let it out slow. Another deep breath in through the nose, fill all the way up. Pausing at the top. And let it out. Let's take one more. Pause again when you fully inhaled. Let it fall out.